today, I'm going to show you every step of the way to use ChatGPT to write ad copy that's going to help your 322 ads go to the moon. And what's so exciting is we're going to feature my friend Isaac. We're going to feature his brand Mini Katana. And if you don't know about Mini Katana, what rock are you living under? If I were to tell you that they had 1 billion views, I'd be selling them short. This brand is probably the most viral direct-to-consumer business on the face of the planet. That is a given. What I love is he also works with some of the nicest folks like Carly, and they're basically international arms dealers. But we got a Facebook ad account up for them, and what we're gonna do today is turn one of their best-selling products organically into one that'll absolutely crush with ads, overcoming the single biggest objection that they have, which is perceived quality on the product itself. Because they happen to be the absolute best at making viral videos, but not everybody can get someone to actually want to buy. Now, I've said a lot about how viral their videos are and how amazing they are at content. And yeah, they got billions of views. And it's no surprise when this is what your content looks like. Let's load that beautiful bean footage.
It's the one and only Digo Double G. You know what happened with the D.O.E.
Yeah, when you make content like that, you're gonna get views. And if you go through their YouTube and their Instagram and their TikTok, you're gonna see literally dozens and dozens and dozens of videos with dozens or hundreds of millions of views. But one of the biggest problems that you have when building an organic business is turning that organic business into paid media. Now, I'm using Mini Katana today, one, because Isaac and Carly are friends of mine, but also because we've done a really good job before showing you how to build ads for people that can sell products. Like this video for Hexclad, and this one for Alex Hormozi's $100 million leads. But we haven't ever taken a business that has relied purely on organic and dealt with a very niche product and showed you how to build $1 million ad account. Well, until now. So let me show you every step of the way here. And this is gonna be super fun. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to minikatana.com, right? And we love all this stuff, and we're just gonna go straight to the very first product featured. Now, the battle ready Rengoku Katana, sharp. You gotta specify, because they do sell dull knives too. Now, this has got 154 5-star reviews. So let's use the customer's own words to overcome the objections that customers might have around the quality and the delivery and the product and everything else. If we use the customer's own words to get people to be interested in actually buying, well, we're gonna be able to get a lot more people to buy. And since they're amazing at making the content, let's let the customers write the copy. So that being said, here's how we do it. We're gonna scroll on down. Yup. And look at this, we got a bunch of reviews. So what I've actually done is I've gone in and grabbed all of their 5-star reviews for the battle ready Rengoku. I don't watch enough anime. Clearly, I need to get my life together. Anyway, what I've done is I've taken all of their 5-star reviews and I've actually added it to this Google sheet that we can see here. And it was literally just a copy and paste job. Took me like 5 minutes. Super, super easy to do. Now what I'm gonna do is show you this ChatGPT plugin that can help you build $1 million Facebook ad account by letting your customers write all of your ad copy for you. This is exceptionally good who make phenomenal content but struggle to write good copy. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go in here and hit download PDF. We're gonna make sure that we're fit to page and that we have the current sheet, and we're just gonna go ahead and hit export. Beautiful. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull up another fun tool called Ask Your PDF. So we're gonna go into here, And we are going to upload the Minikatana 5-star review sheet that we just got. Awesome. So what we're gonna do today is take this PDF and let ChatGPT write copy, because our concept of what we're gonna try to accomplish today in our creative test with our 322 ad is to overcome the objection of trust by using our customers' own words. Because remember, when we're showing ads to people, these are not the folks that represent the billions of views. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But because they're not inundated with this super engaged, organic, opt-in experience, we're gonna have to overcome some of those objections and create interest and trust using the copy that our own customers provide for us in those 5-star reviews. All right, that being said, this is super easy, so let's get to the next step. This is quite as simple as opening up ChatGPT. We need to make sure that we've got ChatGPT 4 enabled. And we want to go into plugins. We want to use Ask Your PDF. Now, in Ask Your PDF, what we're going to do is say, hey, ChatGPT, can you reference a PDF I give you to write some amazing Facebook ad copy for me? Now ChatGPT is thinking and it says, of course, I'd be happy to help you create some compelling Facebook ad copy using information from a PDF that you provide. From here it says, please go ahead and share the URL of the PDF, or if you have it as a file, you can upload it to this link. Then provide me with the resulting document ID. Once I have the access to the PDF, I'll use its content to craft your Facebook ads copy. Now, we have Ask Your PDF. We uploaded that file. Here's the document ID. We can just copy this ID. I like copying things, say, 5 times just to make sure that we have it. From here, we're going into ChatGPT and we're going to make this a multi-step process. The most important thing first is to upload it and then tell it to wait for instructions. So let's start with this. Here is the PDF. I want you to read it and then ask me for directions on next steps. And at the end of that, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop in the URL. Awesome. It says, great! I've successfully read the PDF, which appears to be a collection of 5-star reviews from Minikatana swords. The reviews touch on various aspects, like the sharpness of the blade, the quality of the paint job, and the overall craftsmanship. Yeah, Isaac and Carly ain't fucking around. What they make is really, really good stuff. So now that I have this information, what would you like me to focus on while crafting your Facebook ad copy? Would you like to highlight the positive reviews, the craftsmanship, or perhaps other aspects? Let me know your preferences. So what I like to do to start is to tell ChatGPT to take a look at, analyze, and then feed back to me the tone and timbre and voice of these reviews. Can you please analyze and tell me the tone, timbre, and voice of the reviews? So let's start there. So what we're doing now is we are using this to program the machine to understand how we want it to talk. Now we have the tone of the reviews is overwhelmingly positive. Customers seem genuinely excited and pleased with their purchase. Yeah, the product is amazing. Often using exclamation marks and emoticons to express their enthusiasm. Phrases like, I love this, amazing quality, and feels so good and looks phenomenal indicate a high level of satisfaction. Great! What about the timbre? The timbre, or characteristic quality of the reviews, leans towards informal and conversational. This language is straightforward and reviewers often share personal anecdotes or experiences, such as, my boyfriend absolutely loved it, or I felt the world in my hands. This makes the reviews relatable and easy to understand for a broad audience. Now that sounds like it's going to be pretty useful if you've been playing along in the home game. Voice. The voice is that of everyday consumers who are passionate about the product. It's not overly technical, but focuses more on the experiential aspects of owning the sword. Words like sharp and sturdy, beautiful, and amazing recur, emphasizing the product's quality and aesthetic appeal. Some reviewers also offer constructive criticism, making the voice balanced and trustworthy. And then it asked, would you like to proceed with crafting the Facebook ad copy based on this analysis? Now, what I love here is that ChatGPT has analyzed a lot of stuff, and more importantly, we can now use that tone, timbre, and voice to speak to our potential customers the way that our existing customers talk about our product. And I think Sarah Levinger would be in love with this concept. So that being said, let's get to the next step. Now, the next step here is we're gonna ask ChatGPT to write 3 sets of primary text, and we're gonna ask it to do so across 3 different concepts that we're then gonna take a look at and choose from. Now, in this example today, I'm only gonna use 1 because we don't need to build out a whole bunch of ads, but you could absolutely do this and build out 10 and then have 10 DCTs ready to go. Just in the interest of time, I'm only gonna show you 1 because this video doesn't need to be an hour long. So let's get to it. Please write me 3 sets of Facebook ad copy with 3 variations per set. Use the tone, timbre, and voice of the PDF to make the copy sound as much like the customer as possible. Now we gotta tell it, what concepts do we wanna cover? So the first concept we're gonna focus on asking ChatGPT to write for us is trust and excitement. Now, they've already shown us that our customers are very excited about the product. So let's use their tone, their timbre, and their voice to get somebody who may have been stopped in their scroll by the creative to reinforce that creative on why they should be excited about the product and why they can trust the brand, which will massively improve the likelihood of them wanting to click and ultimately buy. And with that being said, here's how we do it. We're gonna go into chat and just say, for our first concept, let's focus on the pillars of trust and excitement. We want our audience to not only be excited about the brand. Awesome. For our second concept, let's just highlight the overall vibe of the reviews. Basically, there are a lot of things that everybody had to say about the brand. So let's summarize all of that into easy to read and snappy copy. For our second concept, let's focus on the pillar of the commonalities within the 5-star reviews. Summarize the overall vibe of our 5-star reviews so that new potential customers can get a feel of what to expect when buying. And for our third concept, let's use this to ultimately just share the joy. And I think that's one of the pillars of the brand Minikatana and sort of their identity is just how happy you're gonna feel. Like, there is absolutely a niche. There is absolutely a psychological attachment that people have to the business. So let's build on that, right? This isn't a commodity. This is a hyper niche product. So let's lean on that hyper niche for our last concept. For our third concept, let's focus on the joy that customers feel when they get their swords. Now, if you notice on the previous 2, we added some modifiers, and this one, just like those, needs a little bit of context. So let's give it to ChatGPT. This brand is super niche, and we want the customers to know that we are genuine when representing that niche. That's pretty straightforward. All right, so 3 things before we get going. Number 1, again, we could do 10 of these if we wanted to. Number 2, if you're paying close attention, we asked for 3 sets, and it's because we're gonna make some qualitative decision around the choices that we get. Let's go with the best 2 of the 3 that we receive. And lastly, I'm just giving an example here, but you can do anything you want inside of this format. And you can give it more direction or less direction. You can just ask it straight up just to write ad copy for me. But here I'm really trying to show you some very specific ways to leverage customer reviews to sell a niche product to a broad audience. And well, that's just super fun because it's gonna do all of the work for us. And if you're not stoked about Mini Katana, then you're probably not gonna see this ad anyway. So that being said, let's hit go and see what ChatGPT comes up with. Look at that. Look at that. It's using emojis. It's excited. It totally got what we're trying to do. And you can see how this could easily be, give me 20 variations or give me 10 different concepts with 100 variations per. You could absolutely do that if you wanted. Now, some notes. You could ask ChatGPT, write these for the best click-through rate, or write these to have the broadest appeal. You can give any bit of direction. Again, I'm just trying to show you an example of how we're gonna sell a super niche product to a super broad audience with paid ads to people that may or may not have ever seen these videos before. And well, that's what paid ads are all about. So let's take a look at the copy here. So going over all of this, I'm curious, write me down in the comments below, which one of these concepts do you think is the best? Is it the trust and excitement, the commonalities in 5-star reviews, or the joy in niche community concept? Now, for me, when I'm looking at all of these, I think the trust and excitement really comes out as the most honest and enjoyable ad copy. And it's not to say anything negative about the other ones. The commonalities is amazing, but it almost kind of reads like all the other customers like it, so you should too, which to be fair is kind of the idea, but feels just a little bit less genuine and a little bit more salesy. And when I look at the joy in niche community, I think ChatGPT got a little off base when it says something like, listen, niche fam. I don't know anybody that has ever referenced their customers as niche fam. And you know what? That's okay. That's why we asked for 3 variations across 3 concepts. I think we've got a killer here. So let's go with concept number 1. And out of concept number 1, and I'd love to know your opinion down below in the comment section, of these 3 variations, which 2 should we use? The first one says, oh my God, you guys, our katanas are not just sharp, they're life-changing. Trust us, you'll be slicing through your doubts like our blades through fruit. That's kind of clever. Second one says, hey swords enthusiasts, ready for a blade that won't let you down? Our customers are raving about the quality. Get yours and join the excitement. That one's all right. And then the last one, listen up peeps. Our katanas are the real deal, no kidding. Trust us, you'll be as excited as a kid on Christmas morning. To be fair, I like number 1 and I like number 3. And some of this is just subjective opinions. So let's go off of that. Now, the last thing that we're gonna need here is some Facebook ad headlines. So now that we've identified what our primary text is, we're gonna go and write some headlines for it. Here's what that process looks like. Can you please write me 10 Facebook ad headlines based on the following 2 examples of Facebook ad copy? 1 is going to be variation number 1, and 2 is going to be variation number 3. Love it. These headlines are built around the concept of trust and excitement. So this is fantastic. ChatGPT has given us 10 examples to go with. Now, so we got ourselves some really good ad copy. I think concept number 1, trust and excitement, that's the one for us. And variation number 1 and 3, those are the ones we're gonna use. Now, previously in the videos, like the one with Alex Hormozi to set up the $100 million leads, I showed you how to use ChatGPT to reference vidIQ to find some of the best click-through rate ad headlines that you can get. In the video that I did building ads for Hexclad, I showed you how to use the search campaigns to make this happen. Now, today I'm gonna show you another little trick And this one is super simple, revolving around your conversion rate optimization on your website. Now, why this is really important specifically for super niche brands that have not done a lot of advertising before is because these conversion rate optimization choices on the website need to work. A lot of time and energy has been put into the words that are being used right around the product. So if we make this half of our screen and go back to our battle-ready Rengoku Katana, we see 3 very important pieces of text right above the Add to Cart button. Rated the #1 katana brand in the United States, over 300,000 happy customers, and 97.1% customer satisfaction rating. Now, all things to be said, I think that last point, it's third on the list for a reason. So let's go with the first 2 and start building our ads. So let's do it. So the first thing we're gonna do here is build a brand new sales campaign. Let's name the campaign Mini Katana. Yeah, awesome. And as for the ad set, it's gonna be Mini Katana, Trust, and Excitement. Awesome, because that's the concept we're really building off of. And Mini Katana has the luxury of using very viral videos. And so for the content, the creative for these ads, I've just gone ahead and pulled some of the most viral video content because that's gonna stop the scroll. And if we know that stops the scroll and then we put in really good copy around it with a buy now button, there's not much we can do to get much better than that when we've never run ads for this product before. It really is that simple. Continue. This will open up. Fantastic. We're gonna get this going. We're gonna go Advantage campaign budget. In this case, we're gonna drop $1,000. The Advantage campaign budget plus is the new name for CBO. It just basically means we're gonna set the budget at the campaign level. Now we're gonna dive into the ad set. And for this, we've got our website. And for this, we're just gonna make sure to tick on dynamic creative. Yep. We've got United States, 18 to 65. Yep, let's keep going. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna select some videos and we're just gonna upload the 3 videos that I've downloaded. This is Samurai at Peak Performance, the best reason to use a katana, and we did the impossible bullet slice, which is that video that I showed you before, which is incredible. We're uploading them, boop, 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 super fast and easy. Pick, 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 boom, 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 love it, continue. Now we need some primary text. Let's go back over to ChatGPT. Boom, we're grabbing variation #1, primary text. Add a text option, we're grabbing #3. Boom, boom, love it. Now for the headlines, remember we're going back to the product page, which is rated the #1 katana brand in the USA, and over 300,000 happy customers. Boom. And all we're gonna need is to grab this URL for minikatana.com, HTTPS, boom, boom, done.